Hey there, welcome back to our channel where we bring you the most interesting and informative videos about businesses and industries. Today, we're going to talk about one of the biggest consumer goods companies in the world, Procter and Gamble. So, if you're interested in learning more about this multinational corporation, stick around till the end of the video. Before we dive into the history of Procter and Gamble, let's first talk about the products they offer. You might not realize it, but you've probably used a P&G product at some point in your life. They own some of the most popular brands in the world, including Crest toothpaste, Tide laundry detergent, Gillette razors, and Pampers diapers, just to name a few. Procter and Gamble has been around for over 180 years, so they have a long and interesting history. In 1837, two men, William Procter and James Gamble, joined forces to create a soap and candle company in Cincinnati, Ohio. Procter was a candlemaker and Gamble was a soap maker, so they combined their skills and resources to form what would become one of the most successful consumer goods companies in the world. Over the years, Procter and Gamble continued to expand and innovate. In the 1890s, they introduced Ivory soap, which became a huge success thanks to its unique floating properties. They also pioneered the use of radio advertising in the 1920s, and were one of the first companies to sponsor soap operas, which were named after their soap products. Today, Procter & Gamble has a presence in more than 180 countries and employs over 100,000 people worldwide. They continue to innovate and create new products to meet the needs of consumers around the world. One thing that sets Procter & Gamble apart from other consumer goods companies is their commitment to sustainability. They have set ambitious goals to reduce their environmental footprint and promote sustainable practices throughout their supply chain. Now, we're going to talk about how Procter & Gamble generates revenue. One of the main ways P&G generates revenue is through the sale of their products. They manufacture and distribute their products to retailers and consumers around the world. When consumers purchase P&G products, the company earns revenue from the sale. To support their product sales, P&G also generates revenue through their supply chain operations. They work with suppliers and distributors to ensure their products are available in stores and online, and they earn revenue from the fees and commissions associated with these partnerships. Another way P&G generates revenue is through licensing agreements. They partner with other companies to license their brands and technology, allowing those companies to use P&G's intellectual property to create new products or expand into new markets. In exchange, P&G earns a fee or a percentage of the sales generated by those products. P&G also invests heavily in research and development, which allows them to create new and innovative products that meet the evolving needs of consumers. When they successfully bring these products to market, they can earn revenue from the sales of those products. Also, P&G generates revenue through investments and financial activities. They invest in other companies and financial instruments to grow their wealth and diversify their revenue streams. They also manage their cash flow and debt levels to ensure they can continue to invest in their business and create value for their shareholders. Now, we're going to take a deep dive into Procter & Gamble and perform a SWOT analysis. A SWOT analysis is a powerful tool used to identify the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of a company. We will analyze Procter & Gamble's SWOT to gain a better understanding of the company's position in the logistics industry and how it can leverage its strengths and opportunities to overcome its weaknesses and threats. Let's start with the strengths. Procter & Gamble has a strong portfolio of brands that are trusted and recognized by consumers around the world. Their research and development capabilities are top-notch, allowing them to create innovative products that meet the changing needs of consumers. P&G also has a vast distribution network and supply chain, allowing them to efficiently and effectively get their products into stores and online retailers. However, there are also weaknesses that P&G faces. One of these is their reliance on a few key brands for a significant portion of their revenue. If one of these brands were to suffer, it could have a significant impact on P&G's overall revenue. Another weakness is their relatively high cost structure, which can make it difficult for them to compete with smaller, more nimble competitors. Moving on to opportunities, P&G has a few key areas where they can continue to grow their business. One of these is in emerging markets, where they can tap into new consumer segments and expand their product lines. They can also leverage technology to create new products or improve their supply chain and distribution capabilities. Finally, we have the threats that P&G faces. One of the biggest is the intense competition in the consumer goods industry. P&G faces competition from established companies as well as new startups that are disrupting the industry with innovative products and business models. There is also the threat of changing consumer preferences, as consumers become more focused on sustainability and social responsibility. Wow, that was a lot of information about Procter and Gamble. We hope you enjoyed this detailed analysis and learned a lot about the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats that P&G faces in today's competitive marketplace. So there you have it, a detailed analysis of Procter and Gamble. We hope you enjoyed learning more about this iconic company and the many ways they generate revenue and give back to the community. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more interesting and informative content like this. Thanks for watching.